There we go. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
We're getting ready to start some seeds, so we thought we'd make a video. Ready? Okay. Got our trays. And we got our heat mats down here. We got our dirt all mixed up. We've got some, we've got some potting soil, some earthworm castings, and a bunch of vermiculite in here. So when we put our dirt in, we want to keep it light. We got to pick out the sticks. We don't want those in there.
Was it in the tote?
It was in with our potting soil probably. Sometimes they put some compost in there so you get these little things like this, little pieces of grass roots and little pieces of sticks and stuff.
Talking to the video?
Yeah, we're talking to the video. Okay?
Oh.
And so we'll just pick them out when we find them. When you find big clods like this, just crunch them up. So usually there's some wood in there, just like this one. There's a piece of wood.
Let me try.
Hold on.
Let me.
Because we don't want big clods of dirt. We want it nice and loose and light, and that's why I'm not packing it down really.
Let me try.
And then when we water it, it'll pack down a little bit. And then we'll just put some more soil on top. So I just have a tote. I got a tote down here. Oops, down here, next to the table. And so I'm just reaching down there and getting some more. I've kind of lightly mixed it together. So I have a 10-pound bag of potting soil, a 15-pound bag of earthworm castings, and then, I don't know, I just used one of these ice cream buckets as a scoop for the vermiculite, and I put about 5, I guess this is about 1.5 quarts, so I did about 5 scoops. So that's roughly 3, 6, 7.5 quarts of vermiculite, which, you know, might be too much, but it looks pretty good to me. I just kind of go by what it looks like and what it feels like. It kind of makes it a little lighter. The earthworm castings are our fertilizer part because it's very natural. It's I think it's more gentle on seedlings rather than a Miracle-Gro product, which I don't use anymore. I used to use them, and you know, yeah, they make big, beautiful plants, but I don't think they're as healthy for you. It's just using a natural thing. So we tend to err on the side of doing it a more natural way. It is frozen here. We've had a big polar vortex system go through our area, and we've been frozen for about a week or two. And it's very, very cold outside. The chickens, some of our chickens wandered off, I think, so we're missing about 6 chickens or so. And we're down to about 18 or 20 hens and 6 roosters. 6, yes, I said 6. So we're probably going to cull some of our roosters out if I can't find them new homes. Can you get me another one of these?
Sure.
Over under the counter over there? No, just another container. And we'll put these sticks in a container, okay? So we can throw them outside.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, you know, out of that mix, we pulled out about this many sticks.
Give me pretzel.
Nope, I don't need a lid. So here's some of the seeds that we're going to be planting. Actually, this is all that I want to get started. This little container here has watermelon seeds that I collected last year. So I have a few seeds that I've collected myself, and then most of them are from Baker Creek. Like here's some cilantro. I think these are from a couple years ago, so they may or may not start, I don't know. And then these are some that I did last year. I put them in little wax paper bags, and then labeled on there. You can see that.
Here's one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we have Honeycrisp apples that came from an organic Honeycrisp apple from the grocery store. And then honeydew melons from honeydews that I grew last year.
Talking to the video.
Yes, sir. So we're going to try and get some of those started. So we'll keep that container for our sticks. And we'll use this for our dirt. Okay, now we need to get some water. Okay?
Let me put the water in.
Okay. Alright, let's get some water on these guys. I've been watching a new YouTuber, and she says she waters and then puts her seeds in. I used to put my seeds in and then water, but what she said makes perfect sense. If you put your seeds in and then water, your seeds can be displaced and not be sprouting where you want them, which can cause problems later on. You get crooked plants and stuff, they don't want to stand up or whatever. So I'm going to try it her way. Give it a little water first. She's a little more liberal with her watering because she's outside in her greenhouse, but until we get to the greenhouse, just be a little careful. So I've got some peppers here that I've made little sticks for, and we're going to plant some of them. And I think I'm just going to do them in rows, maybe, I don't know, partial rows. We'll do rows of 3. That'll work out. Alright, so here we go. Yep. I already watered them here. I already watered them here. I already watered them a little bit. I'm getting a little bit.
What are you doing?
I'm just planting my seeds.
Wow.
And that's it.
There was a stick.
I'm gonna use our little sticks here.
I want a burger.
You want a burger? What?
I'm just talking all by myself.
Talking all by yourself.
Huh?
I'll put 2 or 3 seeds in there. Each one, and then just kind of knock the dirt down in there. And then we'll water it again, and
Let me more again.
after we put a little more dirt on there after a while.
There's sternos.
Mhm.
Sterno.
I'm just making a hole.
Oh,
Oh.
you're just doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. What? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
Put the seed on there.
Put the seed on there.
Not Nancy, you don't get there?
Nope. Why?
You're too hot. You're too hot.
I'm too hot.
You're
I'm too hot.
too hot.
I'm too hot.
I'm sure. I'm too hot.
Why?
Don't play with that, please. I don't want on the floor. Why am I on the floor?
It was match this one, this one.
That's right. You throw away.
And you need the other one.
No, 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 floor. I'm on the floor. Okay, let's do some.
Okay.
Okay. Please don't spit on water.
I'm gonna spit on you.
Spit on me.
Well,
Yeah.
oh,
That's all right. You got me. Come on. Don't play under. What did I say? I want to go back under. Okay. I'm not getting back under.
Let me do this.
I'm not ready for that yet.
Did you do it already again?
I did it in the beginning. I'm still planting seeds. Okay? It takes a while. Look at the birdies outside. All the little birds.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yes, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tommy.
Liam,
Cheese and sprinkles.
cheese and sprinkles. That's right. Losing my seeds all over.
Did the blue movie just say it this whole week?
Yeah.
Mommy!
Cheese and sprinkles. Losing seeds all over the place. Ha 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 ha. Uh-uh.
And then,
Yeah, Dee.
and then,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
You're picking off all the sticks. And there was a lot of dirt, but it was too hard. It's too hard anyway, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, this is kind of settles down in here after a while. You get it wet first, so that's kind of nice. Get it all settled in there. Nope, no touchies. Well, it sure was fun starting those seeds. It was a few days ago, and I thought you might like to see what they look like now. I think it's been about a week since we started them, 6 or 7 days. So I'll give you a look at what those are doing and look at some other plants that we have here that we've had all winter long. These are some gojis. They were, what do you call it, propagated. They were propagated from some plants that I have on a little half lot in town, and we had some little spider mites that kept taking them over and killing them off. You can see the little dead leaves hanging on there, and they get to where they look like dead sticks. I start watering them again, and they just start coming back every time. This is a little ivy thing here. It looks like I'm going to take this piece off here. We'll just cut it back here, and you can see there's some little nubs on them, and those, excuse me, those little nubs will start new roots, and they've got them all over it. It's just that kind of plant. Usually it falls over, and just like tomato plants, wherever it touches the ground, it'll start making roots. So you can take advantage of that and just cut them off like back here and start a whole new plant. Away or sold. Here's a little geranium, and it's got some beautiful flowers. It was in my kitchen window and I just brought it in here today so I can give something else a shot at that sunny spot. But my mom really liked geraniums, so that's why I grow them. And they're just really easy to grow, and the leaves are very fragrant. So that's just nice to have inside through the winter. Here's a little vining plant. I'm trying to train it up around here again, but I don't know if it's gonna go there. Our little seeds that we started, here's the ones that you see me planting on the video. And we've got lots of little sprouts. I'm concerned that they're a little leggy, but I think after they get thinned out, they'll be all right. So you can see just about everything came up. There's a few that haven't come up yet, like these peppers here and this lavender hasn't sprouted anything yet. So I'm wondering if those seeds are any good. I might just I'll give them another day or two, and then I'll just try to plant some more in the space. The collards, the basil, Brussels sprouts, broccoli rabe, that's all coming up. Kohlrabi. None of these peppers over here are coming up. Those seeds are a couple years old, so they may not be viable. I don't know, but those are Baker Creek seeds. They're supposed to be good for several years. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll give them a little more time. Sometimes peppers take a while. But I've taken them all off of the heat mats because I have several lettuces and brassicas that really don't need the heat mat. So, and lots of the tomatoes came up. These little squares, the little paper square things, those are all tomatoes. There might be a couple of peppers in there. That thing, I don't know what that is, but I think it snuck in from somewhere else. That is definitely not a tomato. Tomatoes usually have these little skinny leaves for the first leaves. So we're definitely going to have to thin them out. I've thinned out some already, and then I just laid the plant in there just to put the nutrients back in the soil. You can see that kale is coming up right there. They just pop out of the ground or out of the soil. And got some mesclun coming up there. Loose leaf lettuce. Pak choi. That looks pretty good. Here's some ones that we did in solo cups. The one on the left there is a safflower. And then the one on the right is cucumbers. And it's amazing to me how similar those first leaves look. So the cucumbers, I'm going to try and thin them out so that there's, so I have several other cups, and then we'll have one plant per cup, and the same with the safflower. I really don't want to waste those seeds. But we started some chicken eggs, some of our own chicken eggs in the incubator, and I'll show you right here. So there they are down in the incubator, and I've had 12 that I started off with, and then I found another blue one. So that little blue guy right in there. Oops, right down here. A little blue guy in there. Found him the next day, so I went ahead and put him in there. And then today, I found this teeny little white one. And I can't open this right now because it's not time to turn them. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it from out here because the light is not good over here right now. Oh, I don't even know where he's at. Anyway, oh, there it is. Little tiny white egg in there. And I think it might be a bird's egg. It's way too small to be a chicken egg. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'll keep you tuned in on that. And until I see you next time, take care. God bless.